The words landed quietly. Not shouted. Not dramatic. Just tossed across the room like something worthless. "Every time I look at you," he said, leaning back on the couch, "I wonder why I chose you." For a second, the room went completely still. I remember the sound of the refrigerator humming in the kitchen, the rain tapping the window, the dull glow of the lamp between us. He didn't look angry. He looked bored, like I had simply become a bad decision. I stared at him for a long moment, letting the sentence settle inside my chest. Then I nodded. "You're right," I said. He blinked, surprised. Maybe he expected tears. Maybe a fight. Instead, I stood up, walked into the bedroom, and quietly pulled out a suitcase. That night, while he slept, I packed everything that mattered. Not everything I owned, just everything I needed. We met 3 years earlier. Back then, he looked at me like I was the most interesting person in the room. He was charming, confident, the kind of man who spoke like every plan he had was already guaranteed to succeed. I believed him. We started small. Coffee dates, late-night walks, cheap dinners where we shared one dessert because neither of us had much money. He used to tell me I was the reason he stayed motivated. "You make me want to be better," he once said, holding my hand across a tiny restaurant table. I believed that too. For a while, we built something that felt real, or at least I thought we did. But somewhere along the way, his tone changed. Small comments at first. "You're too quiet. You're not ambitious enough. You should really work on yourself." They were tiny cuts, easy to ignore individually, but cuts add up. Soon he started staying out later. His phone always face down. Text notifications lighting up the screen when he thought I wasn't looking. One night I heard him laughing in the hallway while talking to someone. Not the laugh he gave me. A different one. Warmer. I didn't confront him. I watched. Patterns started appearing. Same nights, same excuses, same sudden work emergencies. The confirmation came on an ordinary Tuesday. He left his laptop open on the kitchen table. A message window blinked on the screen. "She's nothing like you. I swear I don't even know why I'm still with her." I read it twice. Then I closed the laptop. My hands were steady. That surprised me the most. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I started thinking. The night he said those words, why? I chose you. He thought he was ending something. He had no idea he was starting something else. After I packed, I left before sunrise. No dramatic goodbye. No note. Just silence. And work. I worked like someone rebuilding a house from ashes. Long hours. Late nights. Every opportunity I could grab. I took freelance jobs people usually avoided. I learned new skills when everyone else was sleeping. Months blurred together. While he was busy explaining to someone else why I wasn't good enough, I was quietly becoming someone unstoppable. The funny thing about silence is that people underestimate it. He assumed I disappeared. What actually happened was growth. Slow, relentless, invisible. By the time 6 months passed, my life looked completely different. New city, new apartment, new company I helped build from the ground up. The kind of success that doesn't arrive loudly, but eventually becomes impossible to ignore. And then, one evening, my phone rang. His name lit up the screen. I almost didn't answer. But curiosity is a powerful thing. So I did. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then I heard it. Breathing. "Unaven." "Hey," he said quietly. I leaned back in my chair and looked out the window at the skyline glowing in the distance. "Hi." His voice cracked. "I heard about your company." Of course he had. Success travels fast through the same social circles where gossip once lived. "I just wanted to say," he continued, "I made a mistake." I didn't reply. Outside my window, the city lights reflected off the glass towers like tiny stars. "I was stupid," he said. I didn't realize what I had. Now he was crying. Actual tears. The same man who once looked at me like I was a regret. "I miss you," he whispered. That part almost made me laugh. Because the truth is he didn't miss me. He missed the version of me that stayed small enough for him to feel big. But that version didn't exist anymore. While he spoke, I watched employees leaving the building across the street. Our building. Our company's logo shining above the entrance. The future I built. Without him. "I've been thinking about us," he continued, voice shaking. "Maybe we could talk. Maybe we could fix things." I let the silence stretch long enough for him to feel it. Then I spoke. Calm. Clear. "You were right that night." He stopped breathing for a moment. "What?" You said you wondered why you chose me. Another pause. Yes. I looked around my office. The glass walls. The quiet confidence of a life rebuilt. I'm glad you asked that question, I said, because it made me ask a better one. What question? I smiled. Why I ever chose you. The line went silent. Then I ended the call. No anger. No shouting. Just the quiet satisfaction of closure. Some people think revenge has to be loud, but the most powerful kind is simple. You walk away. You build something extraordinary. And one day the person who once underestimated you calls crying. While you're too busy living your better life to care,